Hey, what's up to everybody out there? This is your boy C Money of the Roundtable Talk. Previously we did a show. I don't know if you know this episode 4. We was talking about R&B music. Is it changing for the good or for the bad? If y'all been watching that episode, you know that at the last minutes or seconds of the episode, we was cut off. I don't know. I guess YouTube had a mal problem at the timing of the taping of our show, but we was cut off. But basically, on that episode, I'm gonna give you a recap. The recap of the episode is basically was talking about is R&B changing for the good or for the bad, meaning that now in the new millennium and new day of time, a lot of R&B singers and like R&B music and hip hop music is not what it used to be. You know, it's not like what it is now. Now it's not what it is like it is back in the day. There are a lot of R&B singers that was out and back in the day who can't make a comeback because there are a lot of, you can't make music like you used to. And we was discussing that. I had special guest Oberon Elegance and special guest Kayla Clark with me as well. If you are watching this and you haven't seen the episode, check out the episode. It's episode 4. It's like 3 parts of the episode. We're discussing R&B music. Is it good or bad? You know, we have topics from today's hip hop artists. We also made a comment on a at the 2000, I think, 9 BET Awards when Tevin Campbell made a comment about how R&B music isn't the same like what it used to be. We also made comments. We also talked about people, saying music wars, meaning that another R&B singer or hip hop artist is competing. Just like how Beyonce, saying she's the best. She's one of the biggest Destiny's Child member out there, and now Kelly is trying to be like Beyonce. Doing these different type of videos. It's a lot of stuff that we discussed that we discussed. You need to check it out, and whenever you do, if you have comment, even if you have comments about today's R&B music and hip hop and past, you can email us anytime at roundtable00 at yahoo.com. Once again, that's roundtable00 at yahoo.com. You can also post your comment on this show, or you can also on this recapping episode, or on previous episodes that we all did. Basically, I'm just giving you a recap of what we was talking about because we was cut off on our episodes, like the last few part of our episodes that we did for that episode, for that show, was cut off. It didn't get the recording of the whole show, so I'm just giving you a recap that we was talking about. A lot of hip hop artists from back in the day, they can't make a comeback, even though, I mean, a lot of like rap artists can probably make a comeback, but they have to change within time. And that's what we was talking about. You have to change with time, and a lot of people choose to stay the way they are. You can't see Patti LaBelle doing a Nicki Minaj or a Beyonce song, or what I'm saying. That's like one of the favorite female groups that I do like of all time, SWV, Sisters with Voices. You can't see them coming out doing a Pussycat Doll song, what I'm saying, or something like that. Because they stay true to what they like Tevin Campbell. He said he liked to keep the music the way it was back in the day. Tevin Campbell, an R&B singer who did Can We Talk. He did a song with Quincy Jones called Tomorrow. He was one of the like most popular R&B singers in the early 90s. And now he can't come out, because you got Trey Songz, you got Usher, you got Chris Brown, you got all these young artists coming up and they doing all these songs. And for him to come out, he will have to change into their format. And a lot of artists like Tevin Campbell, Patti LaBelle, and all them, they don't want to change. They don't want to come out as that. They want to stay true to their game. Luther Vandross came out with a couple of songs that did good. R. Kelly. R. Kelly was a 90s R&B singer. He came out and did songs for everybody to enjoy. Step in the Name of Love. What I'm saying? Which is a pretty much new twist on the Electric Slide, And Step in the Name of Love is a song that anybody from a 2-year-old to an 80 or 90-year-old can do, because you can get out on the dance floor and do the Step in the Name of Love, regardless if you're a young kid or elderly person. Which is a good thing. That's a good thing. But a lot of these artists today don't realize that they're not catering their music to everybody. They're catering their music to only a selective group, which is the younger group, And the older group are looking at everything you know what I'm saying, or the over 25 generation, the over 30 generation, they're looking at it as if there isn't a music that caters to us. You know, we don't want to see no pop that coochie or let me see you twirl or shake that thing. You know, I mean, a lot of these music today is all about sex and all about it's not about love making. It's not about let's raise a family, let's have a good time. It's all about get you in the bed and want to pop your butt, and that's what today's music is about. And they don't realize that basically you're not. A lot of people are not down for that. I want love making music. I like Al Green. I like Teddy Pendergrass. I like Luther Vandross. I like Boys to Men, and SWV is one of my all-time female favorite groups. I also like TLC. I involve, a lot of the older people, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Denise Williams, one of my all-time favorite singers. A lot of the back in the day people, and for them to try to make a comeback, it will have to mean they will have to change until their day and time. They will have to be the Lady Gaga's, or the Beyonce's, or the Nicki Minaj's, or the Trey Songz or Chris Brown of the new day and time, and they don't want to do that, and that's what basically we were discussing. I'm not going to get into full detail about what we're discussing because that'll be like a whole nother show, and I'm just recapping on a previous show that we did, because of the cutoff time that we didn't discuss everything. But that's basically what it was. It was basically stating that, saying the time of R&B singing wasn't really, R&B singing now is not what it used to back in the day, and a lot of people, and go on YouTube, browse YouTube, and look at some of the R&B songs from back in the day. Melissa Morgan, Alexander O'Neal, Sherelle, another favorite group of mine, The Whispers, and all of them. Look at them and look at the comments that people do. Some of these comments, people say, I love this song. I used to play this song when I was in high school. When I was younger, my mom used to play this song when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, Tracy Spencer, Hide and Seek, one of the females who won off a Star Search, she came and did something. But when she tried to make a comment, she didn't really make a progress. Look at some of these comments, and you'll realize that some of the songs from back in the day are better than the songs that they have today because they're doing a broader selection and is more catering today's music is more catering to the younger people. There are some songs like Charlie Wilson, he's trying to do it from the member Charlie Wilson from the Gap Band. He's trying to make his solo appearance into the world, and he's doing it, But majority of his music that he's doing is basically catering to younger people, but he wants to broaden his horizon. And a lot of these artists thinking that their music is going to a large channel of people, but in reality, you're just doing your music for younger people, Bottoms Up, a song from Trey Songz. An old person ain't gonna know what bottoms up mean. A younger person know that bottoms up basically mean, you got a drink and you throwing it up in the air, bottoms up, hey, let's drink, But an older person will really, what bottoms up mean? Is that some type of sex slang or something? But basically, that's basically what it is. I'm not gonna go into it. If you have comments on this show, or if you want to check out the show that we actually did on, which is episode 4, and the topic was R&B and hip hop music. Is you change it for the better or for worse? And I had a special guest, like I said, Open Wide Elegance, and Miss Kayla Soul was my special guest on the show. And if you have comments on this when I'm doing the recap of episode 4, or if you have comments if you do view episode 4, for show number 4, just email us anytime at roundtable00@yahoo.com. And also, you can also leave your comments on every episode. You can also post your comments at the bottom of the screen because YouTube lets you do that. I'm sorry to all the viewers who did check out episode 4 that didn't get the last part of our shows. I do appreciate, I do apologize, and I'm sorry that I didn't get this video out to you sooner because I was really supposed to do this recap video earlier to let y'all know that a part of our video was cut off. It wasn't our fault. YouTube, I think, didn't, was malfunctioning at the time, or something was wrong because the video did post, but we didn't know that the video only did a certain amount. And so I'm doing this recap video, but I do appreciate y'all, and I do apologize for us cut it for the video cutting you off, even though it's not our fault. But I do apologize. This is why I'm doing it. I appreciate your time. My name is C Money. This is the Roundtable recap of episode 4 R&B music. I really appreciate it. I thank you, and y'all have a nice day. Take care.